Want to know what animal this is? Well, keep watching. Before I took my search for Chewy on foot, I enjoyed the water. Now in Africa, the water is home to animals like crocs and hippos, but here at the lodge pool, it's all good. And what a view I had! After a quick swim, I got ready to go on a hike, but the puddin' had just seen a green snake on our porch, which I determined to be a green mamba, a snake that you want to stay clear of. When the coast was clear, we went on our walk. I strongly suggest anytime a camp offers a walk that you go on one. It is a great opportunity to leave the Jeep for a while, hang out with some locals like these Maasai, and look for wildlife on foot. You might not want to walk up to a lion pride, but there are smaller creatures that you might find on a hike, like this little leopard tortoise. Hikes also give you the chance to see some great sights, like this dry riverbed. As we went into a more wooded area, I wondered if this would be the time that I finally see a leopard. We were being watched from above on our hike as we came across the largest termite mound I'd ever seen. This not only acts as a great home for termites, but snakes will also find their ways into these holes. Our journeys took us into the dry riverbed, and this was a great place to look for tracks. Our Maasai guides showed us why elephants love to come here, as there is still water under a few layers of sand. As we were waiting for water, I looked up and saw a carnivore. A leopard? Nope, but a cool looking jackal. Up across from that jackal, I thought I saw a wild African hare. I was sure proud of my spot, until the guides told me I'd only spotted some driftwood. Oh well. We walked on until the evening started to roll in, and it was time to return to the safety of our lodge. That evening, next to the fire, I wondered when and where will I find a leopard. But I for sure was enjoying all the other wildlife I was able to see. It felt like as soon as I put my head to the pillow, I was awoken by this beautiful bird call. Well, beautiful the first few times you hear it, and then it was like any other alarm clock, a little annoying. I checked my shoes as you never know what could be in them. And the puddin' and I packed up, said so long to the great staff at the Asapoka Lodge, and Rama drove us on the road to our next stop, Lake Manyara. They say that the point of a journey is not to arrive, so we looked out our windows the whole hour drive there and spotted some zebras. Wildlife lives both in protected parks and outside the parks. Sadly, there are declines in animal populations in both places. It is so important to keep the land outside the parks just as protected, since a lot of animals either roam from park to park or simply live outside these protected areas year-round. Zebras are one of Puddin's favorite animals, so we hung out on the roadside for a while. I looked up and saw some vultures flying in. We decided to take a short walk to see what these birds were eating. It was the most vultures on safari I had ever seen in one place. Africa's cleanup crew from the skies. They were eating a large giraffe. We weren't sure how the giraffe was killed, but we were sure that there were a heck of a lot of happy vultures around. We stood there for as long as we could take that strong smell of a decaying animal. And back in the Jeep, we stopped at a local fruit stand to try the red bananas.
Same flavor?
A cool little snack before we started our next adventure inside Lake Manyara Park.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of Safari Tanzania. For more information on the items featured in this video, please read this video's description. And as always, thanks for watching.